person's real wealth is good health. A healthy person is always cheerful, active, a willing and energetic worker. Good health increases one's efficiency for doing work. This contributes to his family, the progress of community, and the progress of the nation as a whole. Good health increases productivity and brings economic prosperity. It also increases longevity of life. Everybody wants to live long, but due to certain unhygienic physical conditions, working environment, irregular exercise, and by consuming unhealthy diet, we fall sick. As we know, health is wealth. The immediate question which comes to our mind is that, how can we live long?
Hello students, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੈਲਥ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ਸ ਅਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਵੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਤੇ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਓ ਇਸ ਪਾਠ ਦੇ ਲਰਨਿੰਗ ਆਬਜੈਕਟਿਵਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣ ਲਈਏ।
On completion of this topic, students will be able to define health, discuss the factors affecting health, define diseases, discuss various types of diseases, discuss the mode of transmission of diseases, discuss different ways to control various diseases.
Students, to achieve good health, it is necessary to have a hygienic, balanced diet, safe drinking water, regular physical exercise, immunization against infectious diseases, and knowledge about diseases and their effect on the body, etc. So let us begin with the definition of health. As per World Health Organization, means WHO 1948, health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely an absence of disease or physical fitness. ਜਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਹੈਲਥ ਸਰੀਰਕ, ਮਾਨਸਿਕ ਅਤੇ ਸਮਾਜਿਕ ਤੰਦਰੁਸਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੀ ਅਜਿਹੀ ਅਵਸਥਾ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਰਗਨਸ ਅਤੇ ਸਿਸਟਮਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਲੀ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਣ ਅਤੇ এনवायरमेंट ਅਤੇ ਬਾਡੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਫੈਕਟ ਬੈਲੈਂਸ ਮੇਨਟੇਨਡ ਹੋਵੇ। ਚੰਗੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ ਦਾ ਭਰਪੂਰ ਆਨੰਦ ਉਠਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਗੋਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਚੀਵ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। To achieve and maintain good health, people must have the basic knowledge about factors affecting our health. Let us explore the factors affecting our health.
Factors affecting health. Our health depends upon several factors. Physical environmental factors include sunlight, temperature, rainfall, vegetation, soil type, etc., while the social environmental factors include job conditions, housing conditions, family atmosphere, relationship between neighbor and friends, etc. Public cleanliness is also an important physical environmental factor to maintain good health. It mainly includes clearance of accumulated garbage, blocked drainage, and stagnant water, etc., which may be a breeding place for mosquitoes and flies that directly pose a threat to our health. Another factor is balanced diet. It also plays a vital role in maintaining good health. Personal hygiene is also an important factor. It includes self-cleanliness by developing clean habits such as bathing, brushing, etc. A regular exercise is also essential for keeping our body fit.
ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਨਰਲ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਚੰਗੀ ਸਿਹਤ ਮੇਨਟੇਨ ਕਰਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਦਦਗਾਰ ਸਿੱਧ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. Now we can list out the different parameters of good health. Person should be free from sickness and diseases. Person should be free from unnecessary anxiety and tensions. Person should have self-confidence and the feeling of joy in living. Ability of doing work and the capacity should be best as per his or her age. I hope you are now familiar with the concept of health, characteristics of health, and the factors affecting health. If you want to live a healthy life, then you have to adopt all the suggested measures. Otherwise, you will fall sick and suffer. But the real question here is, what is disease? Let us explore about disease. Any condition which interferes with the normal functioning of the body and impairs the health is known as disease. The real meaning of disease can be drawn by splitting the word dis plus ease. Dis means against or without, and ease means comfort. So when a person feels uncomfortable doing his or her work, or his body is not able to give maximum output, then we can say that the person is sick. Or we can say any kind of disorder or discomfort in the body is known as disease. Or we can say disease is the sickness of the body or the mind. A disease can be as mild as a sore throat or as serious as cancer. Diseases may be caused by bacteria or virus. The diseases caused by microorganisms like bacteria and viruses are called infectious diseases. All other diseases can be grouped together as non-infectious diseases. Let us know more about these diseases.
Infectious diseases are very common and everybody suffers from these at some time or the other. Infectious diseases are the ones which are easily transmitted from one person to another. Some of the infectious diseases, like AIDS, may be fatal. Non-infectious diseases are those which are not transmitted from one person to another. Non-infectious diseases may be caused either by the environment, nutritional deficiencies, lifestyle choices, or genetic inheritances. Means they arise from inside the body as a result of hereditary conditions or other causes. Among non-infectious diseases, cancer is the major cause of death today. Smoking tobacco, drugs and alcohol also affects one's health adversely. On the basis of period of their occurrence, the diseases are classified into two categories: congenital diseases and acquired diseases.
Congenital diseases. These are anatomical or physiological abnormalities present in human body since birth. These are inherited from parents. These are mainly caused by gene mutations or the chromosomal mutations. Diseases caused by gene mutations are hemophilia and color blindness, while the diseases caused by chromosomal mutations are Down's syndrome, Klinefelter's syndrome, and Turner's syndrome, etc. Acquired diseases. Acquired diseases are generated after the birth of a child. These diseases are not inherited. These are basically generated due to deficiency of nutrients, hormonal imbalance, degradation of cells and tissues, or the growth of cancer, etc. Let us check them out.
On the basis of the communication, acquired diseases are divided into two categories: communicable and non-communicable. Communicable diseases are also known as infectious diseases. These diseases are caused by pathogens like viruses, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and worms. These diseases spread from an infected person to other healthy persons. They spread through air, water, food, physical contact, or vectors. These are caused due to infection and multiplication of some kind of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called infectious diseases. Few examples of communicable diseases are typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis (TB), acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, malaria, etc. Communicable diseases can be categorized further on the basis of causative agent and mode of transmission. Communicable diseases are classified into different subtypes according to the nature of their causative agent. These are bacterial diseases, viral diseases, protozoan diseases, helminthus diseases, fungal diseases. Let's explore them one by one. Let's start from bacterial diseases. Bacterial diseases are caused by bacteria, and a few common examples of the bacterial diseases are diphtheria, whooping cough, leprosy, syphilis, tetanus, typhoid, plague, pneumonia, tuberculosis, anthrax, cholera, food poisoning, etc. After the examples of bacterial diseases, let's explore the examples of viral diseases. Viral diseases are caused by viruses. These include dengue, chickenpox, influenza, common cold, measles, mumps, polio, rabies, yellow fever, AIDS, and sinus infections, etc.
वायरल डिजीजेस तो बाद आओ प्रोटोजोअन डिजीजेस दे एग्जांपल्स जानते हैं. Protozoan diseases are caused by protists. Protozoans are responsible for amoebic dysentery, malaria, kala azar, and sleeping sickness, etc. Protozoan diseases दे एग्जाम्पल तो बाद हुण वारी है helminthus diseases दे एग्जाम्पल्स बारे जानन दी. Helminthus diseases are caused by helminths. These include flatworms and roundworms. Helminthus diseases include teniasis caused by flatworms and escheriasis, filariasis, that is elephantiasis, and hookworm infections caused by roundworms. Now let us know about some examples of fungal diseases. These diseases are caused by fungi. These include ringworm, candidiasis, and athlete's foot, etc. I hope now you are familiar about the causative agents of communicable diseases. Now let us get familiar with the mode of transmission. Actually, on the basis of their mode of transmission, the communicable diseases are divided into two categories: contagious diseases and non-contagious diseases?
Contagious diseases are communicable diseases. They spread from an infected person to a healthy person by actual contact between them. For example, STD, that is sexually transmitted diseases, smallpox, chickenpox, measles, leprosy, etc. Non-contagious diseases are not able to spread from person to person. Genetic diseases, cancers, mental disorders, autoimmune diseases, and heart diseases are some of the many diseases that are not contagious.
I hope you are now familiar with communicable diseases. Now let us check the non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases are also known as non-infectious diseases. These do not spread from an infected person to a healthy person. They occur due to lack of nutrients, hormonal imbalance, degeneration of tissues, hypersensitivity of body organs, or tumor formation. Few examples of the non-communicable diseases are kwashiorkor, diabetes, marasmus, goiter, cancer, allergy, etc. These can be categorized into 4 types on the basis of causative agents. These are deficiency diseases, degenerative diseases, cancerous diseases, and allergic diseases. Let us explore these one by one. First of all, we will discuss about deficiency diseases.
Deficiency diseases occurs either due to deficiency of some nutrients in the diet or some hormone. For example, kwashiorkor occurs due to lack of protein in the diet, while diabetes mellitus occurs due to lack of insulin, and dwarfism occurs due to unbalanced growth of the hormones. Degenerative diseases occur due to degeneration of body tissues. Cardiovascular diseases occur due to malfunctioning of blood vessels of the heart. Arthritis, a common joint disorder, occurs where 2 different bones meet. It is the result of age, injury to the joint, or infection of the joint. Cancerous diseases occur due to uncontrolled growth and division of cells in a certain part of body tissues. When these uncontrolled body cells gather in a particular part of an organ, then it develops into a tumor, and it may later lead to cancer in that particular organ. Allergic diseases occur due to hypersensitivity of the body to certain external agents. These agents may be in the form of dust particles or the pollens. These are known as allergens. These may cause asthma, hay fever, etc.
I hope you are now well acquainted with the communicable diseases and the non-communicable diseases. But there are several other modes of transmission of diseases. Let us explore more about it. Communicable diseases can be transmitted from reservoir or the source of infection or an infected person to the healthy susceptible persons. Actually, there are 2 modes of transmission of diseases. These are direct transmission of diseases and indirect transmission of diseases. Let us discuss more about it.
Direct transmission of diseases. Sometimes the pathogens of some diseases reach the human body directly without any intermediate agents. Certain diseases produce sores or lesions on the skin, and the discharge from these sores or lesions cause infection, as in the case of ringworm, athlete's foot, chicken pox, smallpox, syphilis, and gonorrhea. The diseases which are transmitted by direct contact are known as contagious diseases.
ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਇਨਫੈਕਟਡ ਪਰਸਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹੈਂਡਸ਼ੇਕ, ਕਿਸਿੰਗ ਆਦਿ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਫੈਲਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਦੀ-ਕਦੀ ਇਹ ਡ੍ਰੌਪਲੇਟ ਇਨਫੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਫਿੰਗ, ਸਨੀਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਅਤੇ ਸਪਿਟਿੰਗ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਫੈਲਦਾ ਹੈ। Sometimes it occurs due to direct contact of wound with contaminated soil, and sometimes it happens due to animal bites, as in case of rabies caused by dog bite. Virus of German measles and bacteria of syphilis may pass from maternal blood into the fetal blood through placenta because of injury in the placenta. Do you know, sometimes we fall sick due to indirect transmission of diseases. Let us discuss about indirect transmission of diseases.
Indirect transmission of diseases. Pathogens of certain diseases may reach the human body through intermediate host or agents such as insects. Housefly, which carries the causative organisms of cholera, typhoid, dysentery, and tuberculosis on its legs and mouthparts from feces and sputum to consumable items such as food, which when consumed cause infection, as you can see here. Ants and cockroaches also carry disease-causing germs to food articles. Rat flea transmit bubonic plague, tsetse fly spreads sleeping sickness, and Anopheles mosquito spreads malaria, as shown here.
Students, here we discuss the term intermediate host. Do you know what are intermediate hosts? Let me tell you. An intermediate host is a host that harbors or holds the parasite only for a short transition period, usually during which some developmental stage is completed. For trypanosoma, the cause of sleeping sickness, humans are the primary host, while the tsetse fly is the secondary host. Students, after studying the deficiency, cancerous and allergic diseases, it is time to discuss some other types of diseases known as food, water and blood-borne disease. Causative organisms of dysentery, cholera and typhoid enter the human digestive tract with food, water and ice. Some diseases are transmitted through blood. Example, AIDS. Many diseases are transmitted through contaminated handkerchiefs, towels, clothes, utensils, toys, door handles, taps, and soap, etc. Sometimes dirty hands may carry disease germs to food and mouth. Therefore, hands must be washed with soap and water before taking meals. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਮੀਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ਸ ਦੇ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਬਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ। ਚਲੋ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ਸ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਵੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਅਤੇ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਬਾਰੇ ਚਰਚਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। Maintenance of personal and public hygiene is very important for prevention and control of these diseases.
To control vectors, we have to monitor their breeding places, and we have to avoid stagnation of water around residential areas. We have to clean our coolers regularly and change water every day. We should use some petrol or kerosene in water cooler to stop breeding of mosquitoes. We can use mosquito nets to prevent mosquitoes bite. But for the ponds, we can make a biological control like introducing the fish Gambusia in ponds. This fish feeds on mosquito larvae. Spraying of insecticides in ditches, ponds and drains may reduce the vulnerability to disease. Proper disposal of solid and liquid waste also helps to stop the breakout of several diseases. Scheduled pesticides and insecticide spray may reduce the vulnerability to diseases. So, we can say that awareness in community regarding the causes, symptoms and prevention of the diseases may reduce the vulnerability to diseases breakout.
Well, students, we have learnt a lot about health and diseases. Let us now summarize what we have learnt in today's class. Disease means irregular or improper functioning of one or more organs and organ systems of our body. Diseases infectious ਜਾਂ non-infectious ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ. Infectious diseases ਆਸਾਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ person ਤੋਂ ਦੂਜੇ ਤੱਕ transmit ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ, ਜਦਕਿ non-infectious diseases ਇੱਕ person ਤੋਂ ਦੂਜੇ ਵਿੱਚ transmit ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੇ. Diseases may be broadly classified into two types: congenital and acquired. Acquired diseases can be classified into communicable diseases and non-communicable diseases. Communicable diseases are caused by pathogens and accordingly are classified into different types: bacterial diseases, viral diseases, protozoan diseases, helminthus diseases, and fungal diseases. Some common diseases of human beings caused by pathogens are typhoid, pneumonia, dysentery, plague, diphtheria, common cold, and malaria. Diseases ਦੀ prevention ਅਤੇ control ਲਈ personal ਅਤੇ public hygiene ਨੂੰ maintain ਕਰਨਾ, vectors ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ breeding places ਨੂੰ eliminate ਕਰਨਾ, immunization programs ਅਤੇ public ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਦੇ causes, symptoms, treatment ਅਤੇ prevention ਬਾਰੇ awareness ਕਾਫੀ ਹੱਦ ਤੱਕ ਬਿਮਾਰੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਰੋਕਥਾਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ. Now students, after a detailed study of health and diseases, let us test our knowledge through a short test. And the first question is, define disease. Answer: disease is interference in the normal functioning of body organs and organ systems. The next question is, what are communicable diseases? The answer is, diseases which spread from one person to another person are known as communicable diseases. My next question is, what are pathogens? Answer: pathogens are organisms which cause diseases. The next question is, name some communicable diseases. Answer: examples of communicable diseases are typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, that is TB, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, that is AIDS, malaria, etc. Next question: what are contagious diseases? Answer: contagious diseases are communicable diseases. They spread from an infected person to a healthy person by actual contact between them. For example, STD, that is sexually transmitted diseases, smallpox, chickenpox, measles, leprosy, etc. Here is the next question. Name some non-communicable diseases. Answer. Some common non-communicable diseases are kwashiorkor, diabetes, marasmus, goiter, cancer, allergy, etc. ਵਿਦਿਆਰਥੀਓ, ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਨੂੰ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਸਮਝਣ ਲਈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸ਼ੁਕਰੀਆ। ਅਗਲੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਨਵੇਂ ਟੌਪਿਕ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ। ਹੁਣ ਇਜਾਜ਼ਤ ਦਿਓ। ਗੁੱਡ ਬਾਏ।